Hey guys, it's Julian. Today I want to talk to you guys about two things: preparation and simplification on your day out on the water for a better fishing experience. So let's begin. Number one, preparation. One of the best ways that you can get prepared before you go out on the water is to check out this new app that I found. I actually got it before I started boating when I was out kayaking. It's the Navionics boating app. It's a free app that you can download on the App Store or on another smartphone device. You hit the OK button. It's going to automatically take you either to your location or your last set spot that you actually looked at the map from. So right now, I have it locating the marina that I actually go out boating from. So if you look closely, it'll give you different markers as to what you can click on when you're out in the water. So like right here, it's a caution area. That caution area is actually the marina. It'll actually give you a label as what it's actually showing you that's in the caution zone. You can go back to your maps. The great thing about this map is that it actually labels out your channels, so you can already go to the water. If you're going to a new location, you can actually already see which direction the channel is going through, so you can plot your safest route to your fishing grounds. Another cool thing, I'm going to go to one of the areas that I actually like to fish out in the Biscayne Bay. It's the Biscayne Channel. So right here, I'm going to kind of zoom out a little bit. This right here is the Biscayne Channel. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Basically, it's the area that's historic of Stiltsville. One of my favorite places to go. It's very nice. Fishing's pretty good. So right there, you see little squares. That actually marks the platforms out on the ocean. So it's really cool. You could even go on and investigate all the other finger channels that are out there in the Biscayne Bay. These are all considered the Biscayne Flats or the finger channels. The cool thing about these channels, if you actually go and you zoom in, the app will actually tell you the depth of where you're looking, and on some of them, let me see if I can find it here, it'll actually mark certain shipwrecks. Actually, look right here. So this is one channel that's deep enough to actually have a shipwreck in it, or some sort of small ship that actually sunk. So right there, I'm actually on the wreck, you see? So you can click on that wreck and it'll give you different information on it. So right here, your depth contour is going to be around 5.9 feet, sometimes deeper depending on the tides. So you can go back and you can take a look around different obstructions. This is actually saying there's a second wreck, what's probably maybe 30-40 feet away from the first wreck. So it's just a very cool area, you know, fish like structure. So if you can find the structure before you go out on your boat and already have a destination to go to, you're already getting prepared for a better day out on the water. Now I want to talk to you about step two, simplification. I recently picked up this new bag right here. It's from BassProShops. It's a freestyle bag. It was actually a great deal. I'm always checking into the store, like I bet most of you guys are. This was actually on clearance, but the great thing about this bag right here is that it allows you to take all your tools, all your fishing gear on the go. One of the best things that I like about the bag is that it comes with a shoulder strap, so it makes everything a lot more comfortable when you're traveling with the bag. But it does also have the briefcase style handle on it, so you have two forms of being able to carry it around. The next cool thing about this bag is that on both sides of the bags, it has a place for you to keep your pliers. So any kind of tools that you have in the means of a plier, both sides have these Velcro straps to hold your pliers in place. So that's one thing. The next thing is that both sides have is this little zippered compartment, which you can also keep other things like bigger tools, bigger pliers that you would handle on your waist. So that's one side of it. All right, so very compact, as you can see, very nice finish. Let's get to it again. So we're gonna open it up here. Okay, so this is the inside of the bag. As you can see, there's a lot of space, so you can carry a bigger Plano tackle box. Right now I got 3 inside of here. We'll start from the back to the front. This right here, this is one of my tackle boxes that I have for most of my hooks that I take with me on the go. I have my live bait hooks, 1, 2, 3 size for my inshore fishing, even my offshore fishing, depends on what I'm fishing for. These are all circle style hooks, so it's a little bit easier to remove the hook from the fish. And then I have my sliced Shank J hooks. These are really good for catching snapper, but of course you can't use these out on the wrecks or out on the reefs offshore. This is more of an inshore type hook that you would use, because a lot of times when you hook the fish with these, it's going to be pretty difficult to take it out. I got a variety of different circle hooks, trocar hooks, you know, owner hooks, just a little bit of everything. Depending on what's biting out there, I can change up, you know, on the go. One thing that I do want to talk to you guys about, noticing that it is in this box right here, if you guys do any trolling, or if you're trying to catch bait out in the, you know, anywhere out on the reef, these two artificials right here are excellent baits. This one right here, I kid you not, if you saw one of my first videos that I posted when we were trolling, this was destroying all the bonita that was out there. And bonita's great for using it for bait. You can cut it up in chunks, use it for yellowtailing. You can use it for bottom fishing, for grouper, snapper, mutton snapper. So this is a great tool to have if you're trying to catch bait while you're out on the ocean. I really like this one. It's from Williamson. Williamson's a great brand. I really like their stuff. I also have this other one here. Pretty nice also. One of the last trips that I had, we used one of these and we caught a couple Cero Max, trolling them out of the back of the boat. So that's pretty cool too. So I would definitely recommend these two if you do any offshore fishing. This is probably where you're going to get the most use out of these two artificial baits right here, offshore. Another great thing that I have in this tackle box right here, and this is from the First Light Fishing Company. These jigs right here, they're great for snook fishing. So if you do any inshore fishing from bridges, or if you're fishing channels, you know, something that you're going to get a little deeper down in, these right here have a 1 ounce jig head, so gets you down into the depth a little bit easier, and it's really nice finish. Really like the quality on these. I actually have two. I got the white and I got the fluorescent yellow and blue. Great pieces of artificial lures that you can use. So that's one of my my tackle boxes that I have in here already. My next tackle box, another Plano. This is a guide series. What I like about this Plano right here is that it's waterproof. So if this falls into the water, I don't gotta worry about any of my things getting rusted later on. If I don't clean them on time, everything's gonna be sealed. So I'm probably gonna upgrade to these eventually for all my tackle boxes, because as you can see, it's completely sealed, and tackle's pretty expensive. So it's one of those things you don't want to get, you know, damaged while you're out on the water for negligence. So here I got my basic swivels. You know, if I gotta set up the things for dropping down on the wrecks, dropping down on the reefs, but I do got a couple other lures in here. I got a little top water popper, which is really cool if you're fishing the flats, if you're fishing near a mangrove structure. Depending on the time of the day, you can catch mangrove snapper with this. A lot of different fish like to hit it snook, you know, depending on if they're really biting, they might get enticed by a top water popper. This is from Yo-Zuri, really nice. All right, so now I want to talk to you guys about these Yo-Zuri lures. These right here, they're kind of a twitch bait. They're a rattling bait. You can hear it has rattles inside. They're really nice. These are more of a floating on the surface type lure. They're not really a popper. They do sink a little bit depending on how fast you jerk them in the water, but they're really nice. Attracts the attention of a lot of different predator fish, so that's pretty cool right there. So now we're going to move down here. These jigs right here, these are more of your offshore jigs. These right here, these two guys, they're a little bit heavier. These are more of a vertical jigging setup, so you're going to need a jigging rod to be able to handle these. And these are really good for catching amberjack, mackerel, wahoo, different things that are swimming in the structure of the ocean. So that's a really cool thing. These jigs down here, these are more of a casting jig. They do have a weighted to them, a little bit weight to them, so they're also good for vertical jigging depending on how the current is moving, but they're more of tossing them out and jerking them in the water, kind of like how you would do with a lure. And they're really great for getting the attention of different types of mackerel, wahoo, you know, different kind of game fish that might be more towards the surface. All right, so here we got some more lures in this tackle box. Let's start over from the left. This is a Rappala right here. This is an X-Wrap. It's really nice. It's a bigger lure. Really nice colors on it. Really detailed. Really, really nice piece. As you can see, the hooks are really sharp. I just got stuck with one of them. But I really like these. This is one of my newest Rapalas. This is the Magnum X-Wrap. The cool thing about the Magnum series is they can go down, at least this particular one goes down 15 feet of depth unassisted. So this is really good if you're trying to get to the bottom. One thing that I've learned with using these are great for trolling inshore. If you have a rocky bed sea area, this is great for trolling for grouper or even snapper that might be at the bottom. Troll them around 5 to 6 knots. It's going to give you a really quick action, and most fish aren't going to be able to resist that. They're going to nail this every single time. So if you have good spots out there where you know you're catching grouper, you know you're catching big snapper, it might be a cool thing that you could try one day that you just want to be moving around to just troll these around, have 2 or 3 in the spread, and see what happens. This is a great piece. They are a little bit more expensive, but it is definitely worth having it in your tackle box. I'm going to definitely get more of these. Over here, back to the Yo-Zuris. These right here, they're great. Once again, for if you want to mess around and try to catch barracuda, you know, jacks, different things that are going to be in the, you know, in the channels or in the flats or in the mangroves areas. These work great for these. I got a lot of these because I use these a lot. Same thing with this one, works the same. This Rappala right here, I really like it for sea trout. It kind of has that speckled look that a sea trout would have. Down here in Miami, we have the speckled sea trout out in the grass flats. This works really well on it. This also works really well on snook, you know, depending on, you know, the time of day, the lighting, and where you're fishing for it. But this is a really great lure that you can use really small. They're really affordable. You can get them pretty much at any tackle store, but I really like this one. Pretty nice piece. And then I got this Rappala right here. It's more of a light colored Rappala, so it gives you definitely more of that live bait type look. Really nice action on this. This probably sinks from anywhere to 5 to 6 feet, so you can cover different grounds with this piece right here. Also great for your inshore species. And then over here we got some more Rapalas. Great for all the other things that we've been talking about so far. Just different colors, you know, depending on what kind of fish. You know, you never know what the fish are biting, what they want to hit. So it's definitely good to have a nice variety of lures. It could definitely save a day. Sometimes the fish don't want to bite the cut bait, or, you know, your live bait you might have. You get one of these out, you know, you might make a day of it, you know, having fun out in the flats or wherever you're out fishing. So that is my tackle assortment that I have on my travel bag, on my freestyle bag. I really like it. As you can see, these are kind of the main things that I'll use. I'll probably have some other stuff added to it in the future, but I got some wire, you know, that you can fit in here. There's a lot of space. There's a lot of space to work with. You got this other compartment up front. It's really good. You can keep your closed items. I got some sabikis, so if I got to catch some live bait. I got Gulp, you know, which is always good too for artificials. Put that on a little jig head. Works really well. These are Gulp crabs. I'm gonna try these out, see if they work well. I've used the Gulp shrimps, work great, and I've used the Gulp minnows, and they also work great. And then a couple other things I got in here. I got the Berkely dehooker. Really good. Helps you dehook the fish a lot faster. Definitely recommend having one of those in your tackle box when you're going out fishing. Saves you time of trying to sit there, you know, possibly poking yourself, you know, trying to get the hook out of the fish. So definitely recommend one of these while you're out fishing, whether you're inshore, offshore, or fishing off the land. Definitely helps you out. And then one of the most important things everybody should have while they're out fishing is the Florida Sportsman Lost Stick. You don't want to get caught out there with an undersized fish. So somewhere or another, have yourself some kind of measuring tape, some kind of ruler. I have this one, and I have another one that's mounted on my boat that's a sticker. So it gives me a bigger range of fish to measure, but this opens up. It's pretty nice. Gives you up to about 34 inches or 36 inches, and it does label all the different fish, you know, and the size that they fall into. So if you're not sure how big that fish that you just caught needs to be, you can go over to your Lost Stick, and it'll basically tell you, you know, so you can stay safe out in the water. You don't want to get one of those fines. So that's what I have right now on my freestyle bag. I'll probably add more things, like I said, in the future, but I definitely recommend this bag. I really like it so far. I'm gonna try to link everything down below in the description bar, so if you have any questions about what was shown in this video, you can go down there and click on the links. That'll be helpful. So thanks for watching this video. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you liked the video, make sure you subscribe and leave us a thumbs up. We'll really appreciate it.